swear we'll make it. And baby, please give me one more round of second chances. Oh, 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 wow. Hold on to me, on to me.
Greetings Internet, it's Katie, and as you guys can probably tell by the backdrop, I am in a completely new location. My parents just redid our basement, so I thought that it'd be kind of a cool change of scenery to film down here. So anyway, I'm back today with a brand new video and a new haircut. As you guys can see, I got it a little bit shorter, a little bit darker, you know, a lot of new going on in this video. New location, new hair, a lot of new stuff. But the whole premise of this video is rather familiar. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about confidence. And I asked the Instagram world for some requests for this video. There is a squirrel. Oh my god, that just freaked me the f out. So I asked you guys on Instagram what I should talk about in today's video, and I got an overwhelming number of requests and just comments and things like that, and so I was kind of skimming through them. I started to kind of notice a pattern and some similarities in the problems you guys were describing. All of the problems you guys were describing all pointed towards one thing that I thought was so necessary for me to do, which is a pep talk. You there, the one sitting there watching this video on your phone, on your computer, on your iPad, on your tablet, you need a pep talk. It's about to be a brand new year, 365 more pages for you to fill out, 12 more chapters. And I think it's perfectly doable for you to go into those 12 new chapters and 365 new pages on a confident foot. The great, very, very dead Socrates once said, "Be as you wish to seem," and I think that that is what we should be striving for. You know, what we really want to be, that person we imagine in our heads, you know, strutting through life, that's so cool and so unattainable. What if I told you that you could be that person? With just a few, maybe 5, 6, 7 steps. And this is something that I've really tried to debunk over the years. You know, what is confidence? Is it being cocky? Is it being condescending? All the various C words that go along with it. You know, what is confidence? And I've realized that confidence, cockiness, and condescendingness are three completely different beasts within themselves. Sometimes people confuse condescendingness, I really don't know if that's a word, cockiness and all of those things for confidence. And I think that confidence is, you know, walking through life with this air of, I like me and I don't care if you like me. Having that mantra kind of radiate off of you, you know, almost without you even having to say it. Truthfully, I think that people are condescending and cocky because they have a lack of confidence and they're kind of, you know, trying to compensate for this, you know, hole that they feel inside of themselves. I think that a huge factor that holds a lot of people back from being their most confident selves is the worry that they're being selfish. You know, I do this all the time. I'm worried that, you know, by spending too much time bettering myself or spending time with myself, you know, working on myself, being more confident, coaching myself is selfish. And I feel like a lot of times we're given this idea that we need to be completely selfless in all elements of our lives. I have fought 20 plus years for this person that I am, you know, to be this person that I am. I'm not gonna let 20 plus years of work go down the drain because I'm worried about what you think of me. I love this person. I will not let this person be walked all over. And sometimes taking the selfish route and being like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to put up with this. You know, standing up for yourself, that is the first step to confidence. Only dead fish go with the flow, I've heard. And, you know, by only doing what everyone else is doing and like, you know, all the things your mom says not to do, that sort of thing, it doesn't just show that you don't care, you know, because that's one thing, but it shows that you don't care about yourself. And by not caring about yourself, no, it's not heroic, okay? It's not heroic, it's foolish. People are so deathly afraid of being labeled as being obsessed with themselves that they don't give themselves proper self-care. And I read this whole article the other day. Bubble baths and ice cream are not the total extent of what self-care is. Self-care is deeper than that. Self-care is not just popping in a bath bomb and, you know, eating some good food. You know, self-care is deeper than that. It's a mentality thing. It's changing how you feel, how you think about yourself. And that is a massive component of confidence. I feel like it's impossible to be confident unless you take care of yourself. There are so many things I can say, you know, like smile more, you know, be more present, blah, 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 whatever. But those won't even matter unless you have a solid foundation, which is loving yourself. So whenever I'm about to go into a situation, you know, whether it be just a normal day or something more daunting, like a test or a date or a job interview, a speech, a presentation, something where I feel kind of nervous. And to some people, just getting out of bed in the morning and going to school or going to work or whatever you may be doing is daunting enough. And I agree with you. Some days I get out of bed and I'm like, I can't do this. And I just feel like, you know, everything's going wrong. I spill something on myself. I forget to bring something to class and I'm just like, oh my God, Like, of course. I'm always like, yep, of course. What else could go wrong? This is just me, Katie things, whatever. When I need a little just boost of confidence, like an IV of confidence, just stick it in me. Stick it in me, doctor. When everything seems to be going wrong, I always just think to myself, you know, things could very well go extremely right in the next 10 minutes. My mom always says, you take a deep breath, you count to 10. If you ever feel weak, just think of all the things that you, yes you, have been able to shoulder. Think of all the burdens that your heart has handled, that your heart has carried this entire way. Every time you've been lied to, every time you've been cheated on, every time you've lost a game, failed a test, you know, embarrassed yourself horribly. You've gotten through it, and that means you can get through anything. I always go back to this idea, and I've talked about it a few times in my videos, but you know, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? Think of that in your head, what would you do? And then, hey, surprise, go do that thing. And if you fail, so what? Even if you fail, you still did more than the person who sat on the couch and was too worried, too nervous to make that first step, that first leap. Rome wasn't built in a day, people. You can't start with maybe the most massive thing on your to-do list. And you know, some people can, some people can't. So start small. The number one way to be more confident is to consciously make an effort to smile more. Sometimes I'm having the worst day of my life. Like the worst possible things could have happened, the worst possible sequence and timing, and just everything is going awry. And I still look at the world with a smile. I feel like those quotes always just like swirling around in my head like on a constant basis, but I always think, you know, treat the world a little bit better than it treated you. Life could pull me through hell and back, and I'm gonna look at it not with sadness, not with anger, not with frustration, well maybe a little bit, but mostly I'm gonna say, not today, Satan, not today are you stealing my happiness from me, because it is mine. I am mine before I am anyone else's. Not today. So I have some ground rules and some, you know, basic tips on how to be more confident, because yeah, you can listen to these empowering videos that I make, I hope that they're empowering, all day long, but that won't, you know, solely make you a more confident person. Besides smiling more, which I think I've kind of beat, you know, like a dead horse in this video. Secondly is just listening to empowering music, and it sounds pretty basic, but you would be surprised how much it completely changes your day. To wake up to this music, you know, wake up and listen to, you know, an empowering song or an empowering playlist, or, you know, in the car, on the way to work, on the way to school. I actually have this whole playlist on my computer, and it's called Pretending Like I'm in a Badass Music Video, and that's like literally the title of the playlist. I'll put it below so you guys can listen to it if you want, but I have all these like empowering kind of like badass. There's some oldies on it, some grunge songs, like stuff like that, just stuff that I feel like I can like, you know, break glass to, or like be in like that one Kelly Clarkson music video where she shatters her boyfriend's apartment, you know, that music video. That was like my childhood. In like 3rd grade before soccer practice, I'd always listen to like certain songs to like get me like really riled up and amped up for the game. So yeah, that is kind of what you gotta do. A massive component of confidence is how you present yourself, and that's not just physically. The phrases and the words that you use are extremely important. At the end of the day, no one's perfect, but reducing, you know, ums and likes from your sentences and the way you present yourself is so key. Replace I think with I feel or I know, because those are more, you know, like confident phrases than just I think this is right. No, I know this is right. Or I feel this is how things should be. Things like that are way more firm, way more confident than saying I think. Also reducing things like I don't know, or I'm sorry, that's a big one. You know, don't say I'm sorry more than necessary. Obviously, when you mess up or you know, offend someone, say I'm sorry, but not when you're kind of just crippled by your own nervousness. You know, don't apologize profusely. That is a dead giveaway that you're not very confident in what you're saying. Always say what you mean and always say what you feel, no matter what, no matter how unpopular those things might be, and don't apologize for how you feel, and don't, you know, act like you don't really know what you're talking about when you clearly probably do. Whenever I'm about to walk into like a scary, kind of daunting situation, I close my eyes in the elevator or right when I'm about to walk in the door, and I think, there is confidence on every element of my body. Every fiber of me is built and weaved with confidence, you know? Like I feel like I'm encapsulated in this bubble of confidence. Take a shot every time I say confidence in this video. Okay, I imagine myself as Elle Woods walking into Harvard, or Regina George walking out of the locker room when she had those like, you know, circles cut in her tank top. I kind of imagine myself as like a character from a movie or a TV show or something like that. You know, the confident character, the one that everyone's like, whoa, that girl. You know, because you can be that girl easily. If you have a little bit of a change of mindset, you can be that girl. No matter what you look like, no matter where you came from, where you're going, you can be that girl. Just a few little tidbits of how to be confident. Leave early for everything. Leave yourself enough time to, you know, have a moment to yourself before you walk into a situation. You know, don't be late, because that kind of already diminishes your confidence and how you're feeling about a situation. If you walk in late, you kind of feel like, oh shit, I'm late. Like, there's no way this can go well. My dad always says if you're on time, you're late. So I kind of try to adopt that mindset as well. Clean your room, you know, clean your clothes often, you know, buy office supplies. Sometimes that makes me feel kind of confident if I buy office supplies. I cannot explain it. Has anyone else felt this way? You know, if you go to like Office Depot or Target and you buy new pens, like that just changes my day. Dress in what you want to wear, what's comfortable. Wearing a really cool outfit or something that I'm really proud of, something I'm really comfortable and confident in, you know, that changes my day, completely changes my day. And last but not least, I kind of try to strut in every situation. You know, when I'm entering somewhere, I walk with a purpose. I keep my head up, my shoulders back, you know, and I kind of walk like, I'm the bee's knees. Because that's how you gotta be. You gotta be confident in yourself, because no one else will be unless you are first. No one will believe that you're confident unless you do first. So walk into every situation like you own the place. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Before I go, I want to give a little shout out to the music artist that I used in this video. Her name is Grace Gostad, and I'll put her social media in the description box below. She is one of my favorite up-and-coming artists on the internet today. I'm always down to spread the love, you know, from one creator to the next, so I always try to feature music of people like Grace who are extremely talented and deserve to, you know, to be more recognized online. I'm going to post all the information in the description box below to where you guys can follow Grace and see her songs. And yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave me a comment below on what you think and what you guys want to see next from me, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!
Hold on, 'cause I swear we'll make it.